Hi Flosstube, it's Diane. I thought I would do an update video. I just finished sewing some stuff, and before I put everything away, I'd do a video. So, stash, I just got this one, December Blue Topaz Fairy. I can see her being done with these all being gold, and yeah, I see a lot of color conversions on this one. Really pretty. Nora still has to redo July Amethyst, figure that out. What I finished sewing were project bags, and I followed Suzette's tutorial, Primitive Stitcher. If I remember, I'll put the link below. So this and the lining, it's a gold lining. But I had enough fabric that I actually, that's her 14-inch measurement. This one's 16. So I made it bigger. So you can compare. So this is what hers does with her measurements, and I just added. I made it 2 inches wider, and which ones did I change? The main fabric pieces I made 16 by 9 and 16 by 14, which would make the lining 16 by 12 and 16 by 14. So I left the accent the same height. If you've watched her video, you know what I'm talking about. I put a little charm on it. So, and this one is lined with the stripe fabric. So made those. So I've got 3 of those now. And then I made 2 of these. I don't know which one this one's lined. This is lined with the same gold fabric. Just from my stash. Put a charm on it again. So much love. And this one, same thing in red, except I used the accent fabric is the lining. And I had this trim in my stash. So I had this trim and this trim in my stash. I bought the Rick Rack at Joann's. And then there's this one. And this trim was also in my stash. So it's the coral. And I lined it with the seahorse fabric that I showed in my last video. Did I go? Oh, they're upside down. Shh, don't tell anybody. I got everything else the right way except the one piece I really needed to. Oh well. And this one is, wait a minute. That one was for my stash. This one I think I got at Joann's. Yeah, this one I got at Joann's. The trim. And then there's this one. This trim I got at Joann's yesterday. So it's lined with that gold. The gold fabric. So it's mermaids riding seahorses with the coral up here, and I had enough fabric for this bag. So you've got the mermaids here and the mermaid butts up there. But I thought I would just quickly do this video before I put everything away. New start. Erica Michaels Grace and Blessings 1. I am going to do all the patterns in here, but I started with this one. Be present at our table, Lord, be here and everywhere adored. Thy creatures bless and grant that we may feast in paradise with thee. So I started with this one because they're all going to be stitched on the same piece of fabric, and this is the largest design. I am not necessarily using the called for colors. There's 4 colors in this one, and I'm using one of the called for. Otherwise, I'm just subbing out. This is 34 count Devon Cream Devonshire Cream Lugana. So this piece of fabric will be able to hold all 3 patterns on it. And this one, the Simply Seasoned by the Drawn Thread, Simply Winter, Spring, Summer, Autumn. It's not even on that pattern, I grabbed the wrong one. This one. They stitched them all together. They started up here with Autumn, so that must be the first one that was released. It doesn't say on the back. It's probably the first one that was released to the 4 seasons. I started with Winter up here. So mine will go Winter, Spring, Summer, Fall, or Autumn. And it's on 36 count Fog. Picture This Plus. And I had Winter done January. And Spring I showed last time. And now I have Summer done. And this little beehive scap, whatever you want to call it, it's all satin stitch. You gotta pay attention to the diagram because I had to rip it out a couple times. I got off one thread, but it turned out really cute. And then all these little bees. I think there's 10 of these little bees. These are all satin stitched too, or mostly satin stitched. And then this little guy here is a ladybug, 1/1 stitching. So yes, I can do 1/1 stitching. Trying to get it in white so you can see it. When I was talking this over, we were talking 1/1 stitching, some friends and I were. One of my friends said, finish each stitch as you go. So if you had 5 of the same color, don't just do half and then half. Actually finish your stitch. And that's what I did, and it made it easier. I'm still not a huge fan of 1/1 stitching. I know some people are. Bless you, but... So I just have one more season to go on that, and then that piece will be finished. And that's on my Year of Whips Extreme. Hi, Bubba. Give me 1 minute and I'll lift you up, okay? And then this one is my family tree piece by Thistles. And I'm adding another row of cottages here because we have 14 children, so then that'll give us 16 total. And I showed you last time that I had, did I show you all of these? I don't know, maybe you're seeing this again. So my Marines, my oldest daughter, my oldest sons, mini dots. I might have shown this already. Oh, wow. And this one is baby 13. This one will be my husband's. Baby 4 and baby 5. Yeah, I showed this already because I didn't like the date in there. I haven't added to it. Oh, well, you got to see it again because I'll probably be stitching on this soon to do another cottage. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. There you go. Say hi. Yeah, there you are. Life updates. This is my last thing. My husband's fighting a horrible cold. He's immune compromised, so he's having a hard time. Our 5th child bought his first car, so it's an interesting little car for him. But yeah, not much else going on. So I just thought I would do a quick little video end of the month before I put stuff away. And plans for this month. I have homeschool conference I'll be volunteering at and preparing for graduation of our 6th child. And this little bugger will be going to the dentist because that tooth, it seems to be bugging him. It seems to be hopefully not infected, but we'll get him checked out. Yep. The quilt behind me was stitched by my middle daughter, when she was 10 years old. I cannot remember the pattern. I want to say Cloud 9, but that could be the fabric line. It's dandelions and teals and kind of chocolate browns. Really, really cute. We stitched that in Hamilton, Missouri at Missouri Star Quilt Company. We went there for our mother-daughter weekend. But I thought I would show it because I still haven't quilted it for her. I like the piecing part of the whole process more than the quilting part. I need to make friends with somebody who likes the quilting part. But yeah, I just thought I'd do a quick video, say hi, and then is there anything else I needed to talk about? Apparently not. Are we done? You guys say bye-bye? So his shirt is from New Bern. It says be different, so you've got the brown bear there. So yep, you are definitely a different creature, aren't you? Yeah. So we will talk to y'all later. And I thank you for watching, subscribing, thumbs up. My last video, it wasn't even up 10 minutes and I had 2 thumbs down, so I guess I've arrived in the floss tube universe. Considering that video was like 27 minutes, then there's no way you watched the entire video and whatever. But yeah, my email's below, Instagram, it's all just mondotstitches. So we will talk to you sometime in April before graduation. And who have I been watching? I just found Stitching the Dream. Oh my word, they were so funny. So funny. They were having technical difficulties because the dog was in the room. That was so funny. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. He often falls asleep to YouTube because Mom plays it while he takes his nap. But, yeah. Talk to you guys all later. Love to y'all. Bye.